Next is absolute convergence. What is meant by absolute convergence? So absolute convergence is a little bit different from alternating series, but in a manner both are same, both are equal. Okay, so that is absolute convergence means the terms plus and minus terms are in any order. That is, they need not be in alternative sign. Okay, alternating സൈൻ ആവശ്യമില്ല. ആദ്യം പ്ലസ് മൈനസ് അങ്ങനെയല്ല, ഏതെങ്കിലും സൈൻ ഏതെങ്കിലും ഓർഡറിൽ വരും. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ 1 - 1/2 + 1/2² -1/2³ -1/2⁴ etc. So first term positive, negative, positive, negative, 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 etc. Again 2 - 3 - 4 + 5 + 6. Okay, plus minus minus plus plus. Okay, they are in different order. There is not any particular order of positive and negative terms. So this type of series is called a series with both positive and negative terms, not an alternating series. So for the alternating series, it's a particular type of absolute, that means particular type of series with both positive and negative terms. അതൊരു പർട്ടിക്കുലർ ടൈപ്പാണ്. ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റീവ് ആയിട്ട് പ്ലസ് മൈനസും ഉണ്ടാവും, പക്ഷേ ഇവിടെ അങ്ങനെ ഓർഡർ ഇല്ല, ഏതെങ്കിലും ആവാം. സോ ഓൾട്ടർനേറ്റിംഗ് സീരീസിൽ നമുക്ക് ഈ അബ്സല്യൂട്ട് കൺവെർജൻസ് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാം, because that is a type of series with positive and negative terms. Okay, so if this type of series occurs, that is the terms are in positive and negative but in not in any particular order. So in this series, in this type of series, we can find absolute convergence. That is, find the series, corresponding series of absolute values. If you take an absolute value, the terms will be positive. So if there are positive and negative terms, find the series of all the find the series with all the terms as positive. That is, write the corresponding series of positive terms. ഈ സീരീസിൻ്റെ എല്ലാ ടേംസും പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സീരീസ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. എ സീരീസ് സിഗ്മ UK, U1 + U2 + U3 + etc. This is a series with both positive and negative terms. So that is not in any particular order. That is why it is written as U1 + U2 + etc. If is said to be converge absolutely, for this type of series absolute convergence ആണ് ഇവിടെ വരുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ series with both positive and negative terms are said to be absolutely convergent if the corresponding series of positive terms converges. അതായത് എല്ലാം പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള സീരീസ് കൺവേർജൻ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ദ ഗിവൺ സീരീസ് ഈസ് സെഡ് ടു ബി ആബ്സല്യൂട്ട്ലി കൺവേർജൻറ്റ്. ഓക്കെ, ആബ്സല്യൂട്ട്ലി കൺവേർജൻ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ കൺവേർജൻറ്റും ആയിരിക്കും. അതുപോലെ എല്ലാ ടേംസും പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കിയിട്ടുള്ള സീരീസ് ഡൈവേർജൻ്റ് ആണെങ്കിൽ ദ ഗിവൺ സീരീസ് ഈസ് സെഡ് ടു ബി ആബ്സല്യൂട്ട്ലി ഡൈവേർജൻറ്റ്. അങ്ങനെയാണെങ്കിൽ ആബ്സല്യൂട്ട്ലി ഡൈവേർജൻ്റ് ആണെന്ന് പറയും. ഓക്കെ, so a series is said to be absolutely convergent if the series of absolute values, that is mod U1 + mod U2 + mod U3 + etc. means we are taking absolute values. That means this is strictly a series with all the terms as positive terms. ഇവിടെ നമുക്ക് എല്ലാ ടേംസും പോസിറ്റീവ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലായി, because absolute values are written. Okay, so if this series converges, the given series is said to be absolutely convergent. And if the series absolute values diverges, the series diverges absolutely. Okay, then this is a note that if a series converges absolutely, then it is convergent. If a series converges absolutely, convergent ആയിരിക്കും. ഡൈവേർജൻറ്റിൽ അങ്ങനെയില്ല, കൺവേർജൻറ്റിൽ മാത്രം. ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ടെസ്റ്റ് ഫോർ കൺവേർജൻസ് 1 - 1/2 -1/2² + 1/2³ + 1/2⁴ etc. So plus and minus terms are they are not in any particular order. So this is a series with both positive and negative terms. Then how will you find the convergence? Consider all the terms as positive. ഇതെല്ലാം പോസിറ്റീവ് ആക്കുക. Take or change all the terms as positive. So it will be 1 + 1/2 + 1/2² + 1/2³ + etc. Okay, so consider the series of absolute values so that all the terms are positive. And what about its convergence? It is a geometric series. Okay, geometric series, what is the ratio? It is 1/2, and modulus of r is less than 1, 1/2 is less than 1, so the series convergent. that is the series convergence of geometric series. So the series of absolute values is convergent. That means the given series is absolutely convergent. Absolutely convergent means it is convergent. Okay. So the series converges absolutely and so converges. Next one, test for convergence. 1 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, etc. So this is an alternating series because alternating positive and negative terms are there. But we can consider this for absolute convergence also because it is a series with both positive and negative terms. In particular, it is an alternating series. Okay. So for this, we can consider both the test. That is, we can consider this as an alternating series and also absolute values. Okay. So first of all, we are taking an alternating series test because it is an alternating series. Okay. We have solved this problem already. Which are the terms 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, etc. And they are in decreasing order because 1 is greater than 1 by 2, greater than 1 by 3, etc. So decreasing order. Second condition, limit k tends to infinity, uk should be 0. It is 0. So the series converges. So by alternating series test, this series, what is the name of the series? If all the terms are positive, it is 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. That is a harmonic series. So this series is alternating harmonic series. So we need to find the convergence of alternating harmonic series. So first of all, by alternating series test, the series converges. Let it be there. Again, we can test the convergence using absolute convergence. By absolute convergence means we have to consider the absolute values. That is, consider all the terms as positive. Then it is a harmonic series. Right, harmonic series. And what about its convergence? It is divergent. Okay. So the given series, the series of absolute values divergence means given series diverges absolutely. So this is a particular type of series, that is alternating harmonic series, is absolutely divergent using absolute convergence, and by alternating series test it is converges. So there is more than one property for the series. So a series which is convergent and diverges absolutely, this type of series is called convergence, is called conditional convergence. Okay. So alternating harmonic series le conditional convergence aanu varunathu because it has property like divergent and convergent. Okay. So by alternating series test it is convergent, but it is absolute convergence le absolutely divergent aanu. So a series which is convergent and diverges absolutely is called a conditional convergence. Okay. So for this example, sigma cos k by k square, it is if you consider the modulus value, modulus of cos k is less than or equal to 1, modulus of cos theta less than or equal to 1. So modulus of cos k by k square is less than or equal to, numerator is less than or equal to 1, denominator as k square itself. So it is less than or equal to 1 by k square. So this is a comparison. So we can apply comparison test. So 1 by sigma 1 by k square is a convergent series. So the left hand side, the smaller series also converges by comparison test. That means absolute values, series of absolute values converges. That means the given series converges absolutely and hence it is convergent. Okay. Similarly, we can prove the result for sin k also. Cos k or sin k, same. Similarly, we can prove. Okay. Next one, ratio test for absolute convergence. So another method to find the absolute convergence is ratio test. We already know that what is ratio test. It is limit k tends to infinity uk plus 1 by uk. But here for the absolute convergence, find the absolute values. Same ratio test is applied for the series of positive terms. Okay, that's all. If rho is less than 1, the series converges absolutely and hence converges. If rho is greater than 1 or plus infinity, diverges. Rho is equal to 1, series, the test fails. Okay. So test the convergence sigma k from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to k, 2 raised to k by k factorial. So this is a series with both positive and negative terms. So in this series, we can't apply alternating series test, but we can apply, but no, we are not sure that will get the answer, or we will say that it is divergent or convergent. So in this case, consider this as a series with both positive and negative terms, not an absolute alternating series, because k factorial is there. Okay, so in this case we can apply this ratio test, but that is considering all the terms are positive. So it will be 2 raised to k by k factorial is the uk. So rho is limit modulus value. That means modulus, by taking modulus we are ignoring this negative minus 1 raised to k term. Okay, modulus എടുത്ത ഈ minus 1 raised to k നെ നോക്കണ്ട, അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ. So limit k tends to infinity 2 raised to k plus 1 by k plus 1 factorial, that is k ന് പകരം k plus 1 എഴുതി, divided by this term, that is into its reciprocal. So 2 raised to k plus 1 is 2 raised to k into 2. So 2 raised to k cancel out. K plus 1 factorial is k plus 1 into k factorial. So k factorial cancels, so k plus 1 in the denominator. So what is, if k is tends to infinity, it is 0, less than 1. So the series converges absolutely, and so it is convergent. Okay. Next one, sigma k from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to k 2k minus 1 factorial by 3 raised to k. So rho is limit k tends to infinity. This is also a series with both positive and negative terms. So find the ratio test by taking the positive values. So rho is k is k plus 1. So 2 into k plus 1 minus 1 factorial by 3 raised to k plus 1 into its reciprocal. So it is actually 2k plus 2 minus 1, that is 2k plus 1. 2k plus 1 factorial is 2k plus 1 factorial is 2k plus 1 പുറത്തെടുത്താൽ minus 1 ചെയ്താൽ 2k factorial കിട്ടും. ഓക്കെ, അഗെയിൻ 2k നെ പുറത്തെടുത്താൽ 2k minus 1 factorial കിട്ടും. So that is 2k minus 1 is in the denominator. So that we can cancel 2k minus 1. So the answer is the remaining k in the numerator. So answer is infinity. So the series diverges. Okay. So these are some problems we can do. Okay, minus 1 raised to k plus 1, k plus 1 by 4k plus 11. This is an alternating series test. We can apply alternating series test because numerator denominator polynomials. This is also an alternating series, but we can apply because there is k factorial, we can apply which test, ratio test, by considering the positive terms. Here also minus 4 the whole raised to k by k cube. Here also we can apply ratio test by considering the terms as positive, but here minus 4 we can take split the bracket, or a minus 1 raised to k and 4 raised to k, so that if you consider the positive terms, it becomes 4 raised to k by k cube. Here also minus 1 raised to k plus 1 by k factorial. Consider the ratio test. Sin k by k square we have already done in the case of cos k. Similarly we can prove. Okay.